Oh, so somebody that has a calculator. All right, Kevin's got a calculator. So there's a couple things that I'm gonna make a note of, and then we'll start doing some math. So 12,600 tokens per day. That's what each company on the platform will generate. So Gary was talking about there could be 50 as we start. You know, right now there's already 50 companies essentially stakes. Because when we do the math, what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, we're going to determine how many NSG coins eventually you're going to get on a per stake basis. If you decide that you're going to buy enough S&P coins that will get you 5 stakes, then you just multiply that number by 5, okay, or 10 or what have you. So we've got 50,000 stakes. So what we're going to do is we're going to say the other thing that we have to take into account is how many companies are again on the platform. So let's start with 50. So if we say there are 50 companies on the platform, you take 50 and you're going to multiply that by what? 12,600 per day, and that's going to equal 630,000. 630,000. So that's how many tokens are going to be generated on a daily basis, okay? Out of those 630, you're going to have to, let's say we're going to do it by, we're going to divide that by 50,000, because that's going to be on a per stake basis. So what's 12.6? 12.6. Okay. So these are the, I'm going to just call them tokens. So all these companies, these 50 companies, are going to produce 12.6 tokens per day per stake. Okay, does everyone follow so far? All right. Now, what Gary also said was what we also get are NSG coins, right? So by staking your ShareNode coins, you're actually going to get rewarded not only with these tokens, but an additional NSG coins. And that's going to be a 20% bonus. It's not 5% one day, 15% another day. It's always going to be 20% every day. So you're going to get 20% of this 12.6. 2.52. 2.5?
Yeah.
Okay, 2.5 NSGs per day. Okay. So this is the golden eggs that Gary was talking about. This is what we can really monetize because it's going to be publicly traded on a platform, okay, on an exchange, excuse me. So if you have 2.5 per day of NSG coins, and you multiply that by 30 days, 75 NSGs. All right, so now you have 75 NSGs per day. Now the question is what's per month? Per month. Thank you. Per month. So the question is what is that worth, right? Today it's 60 cents.
Yes.
Right? So.
60 cents.
NSGs. We're not talking about ShareNode now we're talking about NSGs. 60, right? So take that and you multiply that by 0.6. $45 per month for one stake. So one stake, assuming that there are 50 million ShareNodes that are out in circulation, gives you 50,000 stakes. So on a per stake basis, this will generate $45 per month, assuming you were to monetize your NSG coins. And if you multiply that by, again, the number of stakes that you have, then that could be $90 a month. You know, if you had 10 stakes, it's $450 a month. Multiply that by 12, you can get that how much per year. So that's one example. But if you scale this and you assume that there are now 500 companies or 1,000 companies or whatever, this number grows almost exponentially. It gets to be quite large. But then there's a number of things that are going to factor. It's going to be this right here. This is actually critical because NSG, if 1,000 companies, guarantee that this price will go up, right? So I've seen some projections some targets or projections that I saw in a presentation. I mean, this number could go up to $5 per share, or per NSG. It could go up to $20. I think by the year 2020, they said potentially $20. By the year 2022, I've even seen this number as $1,000. If this, nothing else here changed, and this went to $100, just $100 alone, this is $450 a month. Okay, or no, $4,500 a month. And I don't know how many of you, but I could use an extra $4,500 a month pretty easily. So
Owning how many coins?
that's having just 1,000.
1,000. Okay.
1,000.
So what if you have, like, say somebody bought for 10,000, at 10 cents? That's how many coins? That's 100,000.
So you have 10 stakes.
Yeah, 10 stakes.
10 stakes. Then this at 60 cents, this goes to 450, right? And if you have, then if this went to, what do we say, another $100, then it's multiply that by 100. Yeah. So it's $45,000 a month.
Wow.
Multiply that by 12, right? That's
No, that was 45,000 per year.
Per year?
no. It has to be per month.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Per month.
that's right. 45,000 a month.
So that's over 450,000 per year.
That's $500,000.
$500,000. So you can see these numbers.
Some of you probably say it's too good to be true. That's what they said with Bitcoin. When 4 Bitcoins, it was 1 cent in 2010. Look how many people became very
The
wealthy.
reason, so I had to rationalize this in my own head, and I think the reason why this becomes such an awesome opportunity is that, like Gary kept noting today, is that we have an opportunity to buy these ShareNode tokens at a discounted price. Once this thing goes to $5 a token, $10 a token, you won't be able to, it'll be unrealistic for most people to be able to buy 10 stakes or 10,000 shares, right? You're getting that at such a discounted price today, you're going to have a phenomenal opportunity. It's like they say, you're getting on the ground floor of an Amazon, a Google, an Apple, what have you, right? So if it wasn't for that, I think this would be out of reach for most people, and that's why these numbers are going to look unbelievable. But I've done the math. Unless something's changed, unless I've done something incorrectly, but I think you could scale this thing out. And there's a lot of variables. This thing, the 12,600 doesn't change, okay? So keep that in mind. This doesn't change, the 20% doesn't change. So it's really how many companies we as a community can get onto the NASDAQ platform, and it's gonna feed itself. The more people in the community, the more people that, or more companies come on, then this thing's gonna continue to grow, the NSG value is gonna grow, the more money that's gonna come in.
All right.